a good pick for Falcons, especially that they covered it with the Doom. They have to pre-pick.
Get the anti-mage through to the draft. But once they all have items, sure, they can look great.
A troll.
Yep, Falcons go for the troll. It's a nice carry matchup for the anti-mage between the two. You ever lock onto the anti-mage.
For finding a way to somehow run out of farm on the map so that Skitter can't get a position 1 farm every game, but that's just how efficient they are.
Boundless Strike, Malrine.
9 class.
Yeah, not much he can do here. Shadow Strike applied, first blood to no one, and PVISION. So at first, getting some help with the creep was Malrine, but now the Monk getting pretty close to having the Echo. We have to pay attention if they're going to start stacking these the triangle creeps. So far, the big camp is blocked, so that's not going to happen. As Crit will run into Dakalis, and here's the Monkey King from above. Looks like another kill going the way of PVISION. So 2-0 start. I'm going to make sure that there aren't any ancient stacks as 9 Clash just all over the place, which means the animal, in case you were wondering, Cinder. And so talk to me about the Oracle as we see a massive Troll Summoner push. This is a lot of rally damage applied to this tier 1, but this Echo Slam could be insane if he gets close to DM, perhaps. Doesn't have to blink yet. He will use the Echo to clear out the creeps. That must have felt incredible.
And they know that what's going to allow them to get across the finish line is to hold the towers as long as possible. Hand of God for Skitter.
Yeah, try to stay alive. Has that ult activated. Trying to apply all the pressure to DM right now. Boundless Strike from below to 9 Class. There's the first Doom of the game. It's going to be applied to the Enigma, but Skeeter dies first, and now Amar has to run away with no mana whatsoever. Are they going to continue to chase, though? And Amar attempting to get out. Centaur Stomp does hit. Very nicely timed. Amar looks like he's going to end up dropping. So that ends up being a 2-for-1 in favor of PVISION. Looks like DM did get picked off there.
Formation. If you're caught out even slightly, your hero can go from a lot of high save impact to having absolutely none.
Yeah.
Very important that he does not get caught by, say, a Shaker this game or get doomed. I think dooming Oracle can absolutely be worth it.
Oh,
some cases.
Malrine finds one. He has the Echo if they need it, but there's so many stuns to work with. 9 Class will be picked off without it. So that is second kill now for Falcons. That is the blink reveal. Still Echo Slam, though. Does it feel a little bit underwhelming? You do have the black hole, Sonic Wave, a lot of ways to get through it.
He is queuing it up. I kind of like Sanjay Yasha here. As you said, what are you really countering?
Oh, Satanic, he actually blinks right into this. Malrine has everything at the ready. Amar as well. Mortimer Skitters, there's the Echo Slam. Down goes Satanic. Wrong place, wrong time. They continue to have Doom ultimate at the ready as well.
The biggest kill of the game, and like you said, they don't have to expend Doom, so he can't even feel safe when he comes back that he can just free farm for a while. PVISION are in pretty good position with some of their heroes, and now Amar on the receiving end, perhaps.
Yep, DM shows up to the party. They're going to get rooted now. Nice fissure. Going to block off DM, but they have so many stuns, so many slows to work with. Amar does die. 30 seconds. In the base now. Looks like that's going to break things up overall.
A rare sight these days, because everybody who usually buys Midas buys Helm.
It's true. 9 Class, hounding crit. Wukong's command is there. No one with the blink. This will be an easy pick-off for PVISION. Trying to get control of this area for the eventual Tormentor, but that's in 4 minutes. Through the gate they go to maybe...
And that was after his death, so he would have maybe got it at like 15.5. Still looking very healthy.
He's going to get stuck with the Echo Slam and the Mortimer's Kisses. This isn't enough damage, though. Satanic getting stunned. It's going to be close. Blinks out to safety, just barely survives.
Zeus ult!
Well, how do you think that would
be? Close call, but the 4 points in counterspell necessary there. How much of a magic damage threat there is on him.
Wow, this is quite the Roche attempt. Yeah, they lose Echo Slam. They're like, hey, let's Roche. No big deal.
Amar,
no one in the area. DM as well. They're going to try to hound him. Prevent that black hole coming, but Amar with the Doom upon the Quap. He's in a lot of trouble now, trying to walk it up. They're going to try to get the Roach first, as Skeeter continuing to pound into him. There's the first black hole of the game onto the Earthshaker, but they do get the Aegis onto Skeeter. Malrine falls for this. Sonic Wave and PVISION trying to take advantage of this timing. Boundless Strike on the Snake King gets slowed as well. Looks like this is going to be the second kill for PVISION. Does cost him the Aegis, although Snake King is super tanky. Finally, the Seder Hadouken takes him out. So in the end, 2 loss for Falcons, but a very surprised Roche.
Yeah, could
backed away. This could be the 21-minute mark Wisdom Shrine play, though. As no one.
we got
The
it.
inside circle. Malrine coming in with the Echo Slam. Late Mail reflects quite a bit of it. He does take the Shrine of Wisdom, but now his TP canceled, left all alone. Was it worth it? Malrine eventually will fall, and it'll be to 9 class, of course, coming in for the last second steal.
There's no reliable counter to the BKB Black Hole Enigma later down the line. Anti-Mage wants to get 2 or 3 more items before he really feels comfortable fighting the Troll.
Malrine gonna open it up onto the Enigma with the Mortimer Skins to follow, but he has the pipe, and now they have the TPs. Falcons now on the run. Malrine looking for a good echo, but they're not giving him one. He's just getting stun locked on the sideline. But there's the Doom under Satanic, blinking it all by himself. The echo goes off as Satanic attempting to run away, but Amar's going to continue to handle him. Now the right clicks from Skeeter are enough to take out DM in turn. The Doom, there's a false promise to save the Anti-Mage for now. And it looks like he will survive. In fact, close to full HP, so could rejoin the fight if they want. Amar forced the BKB, and now in full retreat mode as Satanic is leading the way. On the high ground, Satanic still has that Mana Void at the ready. Nice boundless strike onto 2 as Falcons just scrambling to get away. But there's the big Mana Void as Skeeter completely out of mana now. 2 dead in this fight. And 3 overall for Falcons. Make it 4 as Crit tumbles. So PVISION, great response overall. And the fact that Satanic lived is kind of crazy.
It's just so clutch, right? He gets doomed, and that looks like a very promising setup for Falcons. They cut your losses, but that's the thing about this Monkey King 4. How the hell do you get away?
Yeah. And another potential pickoff. Snake King shows himself in his own triangle. How dare he? No one there to clean up swiftly as Amar coming to the RT ping to try to support, but no one able to blink out to safety. 9 class might be in a bit of trouble as Amar going to get slowed. And the Boundless Strike comes up. That's not going to be enough. So it's still a support for support, but it does require many TPs for Falcons to try to get some sort of a response. Forward now. Even without this lead, it's going to be hard to contest. Back into the pit, Falcons. They're going to continue to get spotted, though. They have so many Helm of the Dom crews they can always just send in here for vision. This will never be a freebie, as Roche will now start his way to the other side of the pit. Summer vacation time for him as DM comes in with the Black Hole only on the one. The big Echo Slam on the 3 heroes from Malrine. Everybody's still super healthy, though. Finally, the Troll gets off the ult. Satanic gets doomed to the other side. He's been able to walk his way past the fissure, though. And now there's the big throw from Roche. Enigma in a lot of trouble. Got to get away from that big bad boy as Malrine. Onto the high ground. He's going to be safe. The Satanic now no longer doomed. Wants to fight. Skeeter no longer with the ult, and we've seen this story before. They're going to have to try to run away. They get the stun lock onto no one, though. Stuck inside this area. He's in a lot of trouble, but there's the big Mana Void from Satanic, taking out Malrine in turn, and now Falcon's likely trying to run away. Snake King gets bashed up, gets destroyed, and now next on the list is Skeeter. 3 dead for Falcons as PVISION honestly relatively easily take this fight, just long and drawn out.
They don't have the damage. They're getting on top of this AM with Doom, but the follow-through is not relevant enough. You find it.
Have they needed it?
However, you don't have Doom. So that's a good trade for the side of PVISION. That's the only way you kill AM, it seems like.
Now a Lincoln's on DM, so even less chance to stop this eventual Black Hole. But we do have a refresher.
Amar fights to Malrine. Could be a spark.
Absolutely. Get the stun lock. DM is the bigger prize, but Malrine comes with the Echo Slam, but the Black Hole comes to fruition. Boundless Strike from 9 classes, a huge Sonic Wave onto 2. They take out Skeeter. Amar attempting to Nightfall away. Will do so successfully, but still 2 dead for Falcons. Buyback available for Skeeter, but you can see PVISION gonna push the envelope and force it out of him. A very aggressive blink as Satanic's gonna work on the building, says Amar. Not able to provide too much resistance to no one. We'll be able to blink out with Oracle nearby. Satanic gets the range. Merrick's wants to go for the killing blow onto Malrine. Midnight Pulse applied from DM. There's the right clicks from Skeeter, not doing anything at this point. Abyssal Blade from Satanic. Trying to get onto his ultimate from the Troll Warlord. Staying alive just for now, but the rest of PVISION in the air. They do kill Satanic. It's going to cost Skeeter his dieback, though. Malrine dies right outside his fountain. Only 2 alive for Falcons as GG's come out. They do kill Satanic in the end, but it matters not. PVISION take game number 1.
That felt like a complete strategic victory, but not only that, PVISION also have the plays to back it up.
I'm not sure where to go with this. I don't know who they're gonna give more priority. There's like, I'm not able to find like this Exodia pick that they had yesterday with the.
It should be Falcons.
And as we theory crafted, we are going to have the 9-class Centaur coming out from.
Play against him. We want to play versus Enigma.
Absolutely. All right. Well, we're getting into that second game, excuse me, here today. I have to ask this question to you, sir. Will you be going to the grand finals? Will we see a game 3?
I hope so.
You hope so. Tell me you fucking know so. Look at that camera and tell me you know so.
I know so.
I know so. Let's get into it. First blood already. No one takes out Crit. AUI seem to be horribly wrong.
You're playing against Dragon Knight, who's going to go green facet, so all the physical damage, you have a lot of armor. You're playing against Pango, who's all physical.
Oh.
And you're almost dead.
Lotus applies Satanic, dives under the tier 1 to Amar. Cinderan's curse is just delayed like his brain, but in the end, very strong indeed. What's the issue? No one with the Primal Roar available. Shield Crash used as well. As bottom, looks like Amar's the one in trouble. Satanic has the Metamorphosis activated, and this is 3 members of PVISION going to bring Amar down. No one gets off the roar just in time, but there's not going to be any backup to try to go on top of Malrine. Instead, the Rolling Thunder will be completely free to rain right on top of no one's corpse.
You'll also get the rune as an added benefit. This was.
And this is a 7-minute move.
Contest and get this wisdom. This will be a level 3 Centaur minute 7.
Yes, he is hurting big time. 5 seconds to
try.
come, snaking onto the high ground. Will get the vision needed. 9 class absolutely cannot stand here. He's going to get bushwhacked. Gets off the hoof stomp, but dies shortly after. So Snaking takes the shrine, and Amar gets the other. So something the Falcons desperately need as they try to stay alive in this series. Amar playing the Underlord, so it feels like it will end up being an Underlord. It has been a bit underwhelming, but they will get that tier 1 tower. And this is the Blink Dagger reveal for Skeeter. Right on top of DM. Sharpshooter from Crit is coming. And that is a lot of damage to withstand. DM will take a tumble as a result. Hand of God to be able to try to keep himself alive, Snake King, but the kisses are too strong. So some sort of a trade for PVISION, but definitely kind of dumb to bring it up in the middle of something so prestigious.
Kind of weird that you did that, actually.
Yeah.
Here they come into smoke.
Smoke.
Looking for the wrap.
Malrine.
They'll find it.
Dragon Tail. This is a big pickoff if they can get it. And the cookie's not going to be enough as Malrine just completely destroys him. And now the tier 1 tower to follow. So that is 3 tier 1s already dead at the 12-minute mark. Falcons looking good.
Yeah, they're going to keep this pace up. This is what they need to do with their lineup. A strategy that they're very familiar with playing. So
even if Falcons end up losing this game, this is something that other teams will be looking at. Be able to ban both the Slark and the Monkey King as Satanic. Bushwhacked in, but you can see the TP's coming for PVISION. Sharpshooter does a lot of damage, but it's not quite enough. Sunder onto his own illusion to stay alive. But the Rolling Thunder, Malrine is there with the rest of Falcons nearby to finish the job. They get Ducalis as well as Satanic. Big kills as 9 class is basically a creep at this stage. 4K lead for Falcons.
Uh-oh. That would be, honestly, that would be one of the least surprising players to do it with a 9 class.
If only he was playing the Terrorblade in this case.
Yeah,
9 class.
going to get jumped by Skeeter.
Yes, he will. Waiting for the Stampede, but the Dragon Tail comes first. 9 class. He will be using the Stampede. They're going to try to turn this right around with the Black Hole available, but the Fiend's Gate comes out. Mortimer's Kisses with the Black Hole right on top. They get the DK. Looks like they will find 9 class in the end, but at what cost exactly? DM's going to get the cookie to stay away. You'll be perfectly safe, so the position 7 Centaur taken out in replacement for the position 1 Dragon Knight.
That did force both Black Hole and Stampede and Roar, though.
Yeah,
so
that
a
means
lot
Falcons.
of opportunity. Nice Midnight Pulse instantly there from DM to stop the Bushwhack. They're killing a Satyr Mindstealer. It took him about 15 seconds to kill a medium creep without retaliate.
And Ducalis can be found by Malrine. Completely drained of mana and an easy pickoff as a result. Aghanim Scepter not too far away from Malrine. It's going to be
a value game given that there's 2 BKB piercing abilities.
Yeah. 9 class has to use the Stampede, but he gets Dragon-tailed. Cookie to follow. And the Orchid used from Skeeter, attempting the TP. Bushwhack will connect. This will be the death of the Centaur. And we can see On the Tormentor side, Amar will be going to town. And it will be snaking, so Ancients at his disposal.
For 9 class.
Let's hear it for Spectre, everybody.
Most random thing.
Skeeter blinks to the high ground, gets roared for his trouble, but you can see the Fiend's Gate of Amar on the way, so this will be the death of Ducalis at the very least. And no one already exiting the premises. Did require a few TPs from Falcons, but they secure the kill.
Yeah. Yeah. You would imagine Pango. Oh, Malrine, he saw him.
Yes, he did. Crit will be coming in from the south as well. And DM, you are super dead, my friend. Quite tanky with that Crimson Guard, but okay. He's going to attempt a TP. Very ambitious indeed.
Skitter's just going to run in.
Yes, he is. Malrine, he gets Malefice to start things out. And they're going to be able to get the silence on this Enigma DM. Stampede. He is all alone right now. See if he goes for a black hole play. Probably not, as Malrine finally gets the connection. It takes such a long time. It's even the creep helping out with the congregations of the deep, and the swashbuckle finishes the job. So 45 seconds, not having to worry about DM. Bloodthorn now, and the Aegis. Roche banner placed, and this is where PVISION have to make some serious decisions on their defense.
Nice Manta
Nice
dodge.
Manta for Satanic. Dragontail completely dodged. As the Rolling Thunder comes in right on top of Satanic with a roar used on Malrine. The Force Star's going to keep his hit. It's a double black hole with the Mortimers from above. Do they have the damage? The BKBs mitigate most of it, though. And now PVISION on the retreat. Big swashbuckle coming in from Malrine with the shield crash to follow. No one is dead just outside his base. Satanic drops as well along with DM. That is 4 dead for PVISION. Only 2 buybacks available. A full team wipe. Falcons lose nothing. They still have Aegis for 3.5, and these buildings will absolutely melt.
It's a completely similar fashion to game 1, just for the
Zoo can be correct. Will it happen? Big
I
smoke,
give them
though.
20 seconds.
This would be a dieback for no one. He pops the BKB, trying to retreat, gets off the Primal Roar. Looks like he's fine, although Malrine has something to say about that. There's the cart from 9 class. Huge plays from him using nothing. Nobody's in the cart. No one. He dies right outside of the cart. Truly unfortunate for the position 7 Centaur. 2 dead for PVISION, and now Falcons looking to end the game. Satanic calls GG, and that's going to mean Game 3 on the way.
And 9 class is going to be upset with that last fight. He followed the team's instructions and said, put no one in the cart.
This is one of his most comfortable heroes coming out.
Yeah, keep it simple. Shove and still die. In the Clock Phoenix lane, if you step up a little bit too far, there is a chance you go down, and they go for the Juggernaut.
It's a very good hero versus
Gentlemen, thank you so much. Let's get that handshake. Somebody's got to go to the finals. Gentlemen, put it in. Let's get this game started. It's time to go to Game 3.
And Game 3 has arrived as 9 class, playing the clockwork this time around, finds his way in the middle of 3 enemy heroes, as Falcons will be getting first blood, and Malrine will be the one to secure it. It looks like Satanic actually went for the Blade Storm facet. I'm not sure what I've seen the other one more often in the very few games that we have seen, as 9 class gets gone on by Crit and killed off in his own cogs. That is a bit unexpected, but I guess it was just a matter of time as he was continuing to steal those creeps. Has felt pretty strong. Now, you are going against the little shredder of Crit, but it does feel like as the cookie is going to hit with the Rocket Barrage to follow, DM has no dive. This is a kill going the way of Skeeter. Nothing 9 class can do here.
There's a little bit of both, where if there's a good opportunity, you can play around it. But I think a lot of that comes down to how good DM's game is going to be. You want to rotate to a Phoenix who's ready to fight.
Some trouble.
There we go.
No one shows up. The cookie. The cog's actually on the outside. He gets hit by another one. A big dive coming in from DM, and they will clean up Skeeter. As 9 class, one more right click, so there is a trade of sorts, but Malrine actually CPs, or actually walked up here, I believe.
Late to the party.
Yeah.
That's this, right?
9 class makes his way close by as
he's
Crit,
not going to get it.
Yeah, will have to back away now. In fact, might die for his troubles. Well,
He's
this is a
stronger
level
than
4
9 class.
versus a level 2. No one does have mana to zip up if needed, and he'll do just that. So Crit will be brought down. A good attempt from him. Tries to deny himself onto the creeps. Not going to happen. So
That would actually have worked if he wasn't slowed by the Fire Spirits on his attack speed. He keeps trailing him with the threat of the cookie. They bring in Ducalis for protection. But once
10-minute
again, it
power
is
run.
Falcons picking up the pace here. Haste,
No one
the cogs!
Gets the
There's no
haste,
mana
beautifully
now.
done. No one applying so much pressure to Malrine right now, but it looks like 9 class is more worse for wear as the creeps show up along with Snake King and even Skeeter making. And he'll feel a little bit more comfortable in, I mean, I don't know if he even wants to join a fight, but if he has to, he technically could. Snake King.
Gonna put it to the test here. How tanky is he?
9 class will get the slow with the rocket. Won't be able to get him inside the cog. Snake King in a 1 versus 4. He's surviving for now, but not for long. They do get the kill as Malrine finds a bigger target. Epicenter Burrow with the Mortimer. Satanic uses the Blade Fury. He has the healing ward up, but it's not going to be enough. Crit takes him out in the end. That is a huge kill for Falcons, and like you said,
I'm going to continue farming. Good luck.
would you agree with me in the fact that Satanic is one of those carries as Ducalis getting pursued?
Nothing connecting.
Amar, Fate's Edict applied, but
No
doesn't
wall.
have False Promise, so he is down and out. But
It's worth keeping an eye on because there's going to be some extra utility items.
Satanic has to use the Blade Fury. Amar continuing to roll. Will focus on the support first, it seems, as the Epicenter reserved for Ducalis as well.
Oh, he's not done
Satanic,
yet now,
he actually
maybe.
does get clipped by Amar. Uses his shard as well. Satanic. He's going to get some help in the form of no one, though. Amar maybe overstepping his bounds a little bit too much. Call down, though. Skeeter makes his way over. Amar blocked off now. Gets the hook shot from 9 class as well. Amar looks to be dead. No, he gets the barrier! So much damage applied to him. Now no one will drop as well. The kisses raining from above. Crit. Double kill. 3 for nothing. Falcons somehow lose no one.
Feels like the losing team has the same problem every game. Like damage issues, the inability to pierce through and win the team fights, and then you're playing this keep away that
Hook
really
shot.
difficult. Yeah, crit. Okay.
Crit is going to be fine. It
Good
seems
bowling.
Some good bowling going on here. Amar, though, not too happy with this exchange as 9 class looks like he is going to be the one to ultimately fall. Although DM is close by, but just throwing out some fire spirits as Amar gets the killing blow.
Okay, he's following Satanic. I've got my eye on it.
Yep. Keep us surprised. They have the stun lock for the Storm. No one dead again.
This is
Falcons, 11K lead at 19 minutes.
He needs that and Ags, then maybe.
The Ags does feel... I mean, we saw Chrysalis play it without Ags, which I wanted to talk to you about because...
I feel like that was a mistake in that game, personally.
It feels like Jug is so hard to play without Ags.
I would agree 100% with that. On a pro level, I think it's almost an essential item every single game, but there's always going to be outliers. I don't think that game was the case.
Spotted along with Snake King. This is going to be a good pick-off for PVISION.
It's something.
They get a kill. Amar, he's going to take an Omni Slash with the creep on that, and he bounces back to Amar. Satanic completely snipes him. RNG gods in favor of PVISION for that particular moment, at least.
Falcons are in a position where this is not that big of a deal, but...
Malrine, Epi, on to Ducalis. Satanic Blade Furying away. Has the butterfly at base.
Yes, you are behind, but hope dies last in this game.
Satanic is spotted. Nice Blade Fury. They're going to continue to pursue, though, as Amar with the Rolling Thunder will eventually catch up. Ducalis is there. Healing ward place. They're going to get some more TPs potentially. There's the Omni Splash, though, on top of Amar. There's a lot of them applied to Amar himself, but the cookie's going to help him survive. Satanic does get the fall from the blood, as no one will try to zip to kill off Amar, but this is not going to be enough mana. Amar, so much shield, so much lotus, he's going to be able to heal through it. No, does end up going down to be the cost of the Oracle, though, is Malrine. Big hook shot from 9 class, gets 2 stuck in the cogs. 0 follow-up, though. Truly unfortunate for PVISION, but ends up being a 1-for-1. There's no one. Running out of mana, has to get back to base. Phoenix actually get it. That could be a potential pickup.
I think the Phoenix one is just too difficult to pull off. Like, you have to be able to be in range for the target that Jug is on. So realistically, he probably needs to get it himself if he sees enough of a problem.
Malrine going to be able to get the Burrow Strike onto no one, but there's the false promise, keep him alive. And the egg from the low ground, no one will be able to zip away safely. It's a big Omni Slash. Snake King is destroyed, but now Satanic completely isolated from his team. Burrow Strike now right on top of him with the call down to fall, but he still had the Blade Fury. That's doing a lot of damage thanks to the fact that his Skeeter getting gone up by no one. He's dead. And now the Sunray healing everybody up. The Mortimers, though, double Burrow Strike, and now Falcons will be able to win the fight in the end. 4 for 2. It looked pretty good for PVISION, but they just run out of steam at the end.
Finally, an unpredictable fight. PVISION have given up a bit of ground. Snaking going to lead the charge. A tough kill. Pike, pipe, and drums.
Now, one thing to consider is plenty of buybacks right now. For the side of PVISION. Hook shot right now onto Snaking, but a cookie to keep him alive. Satanic's already used the Blade Furies. He is now retreating. 9 class is the first to die. Does have the buyback. See if PVISION want to continue. Likely not, as no. Yep, Skeeter going to
really
secure
hard.
the range barracks. Can they get the melee? 45 seconds on the Aegis right now. Homing missile, it will hit. It's going to take considerable damage, but there's a Fate's Edict. Mitigate the rest of the magic damage. Swift Slash. Skeeter, there's the epicenter. Burrow Strike combination from Malrine. Ghost Scepter's not going to help 9 class. First to fall. No one already popping the BKB. Find some pressure out of the gyrocopter. 30 seconds on the Aegis. No creeps though, so backdoor protection is here. Do they have enough damage to actually get through this barracks? Finally, it comes to be. And Falcons gets their first barracks of the game.
Out.
Blue hole.
Okay. I think the call they made was we don't have enough damage to kill a single hero. We need the damage from Storm.
Yep, Swift Slash actually baits out the Outworld staff. Has no one. Zips in, zips out.
He can't go on anyone. They have 2 good formation and good spacing here.
Epicenter, that's a lot of damage. Can they get the saves on the Satanic? Gets off the Omni Slash at the last moment. He's isolated for the rest of the team. No one pops BKB. On top of Snaking, he's doing the first ball. Satanic in a lot of trouble. He has the false promise supply. Will attempt to get out. Mortimer's not going to reach him. Malrine's super low on HP. For all that, it was a 1-for-1 with a buyback coming up from Ducalis. Satanic back to relatively good HP levels. The zip from no one. Won't find one support. And
a lot of pressure about to be put here onto PVISION.
Yeah.
Can they hold? This
lots
is the
of buybacks available.
biggest moment of the game. This is such a hard defense.
Oh, the force staff nicely done onto the gyrocopter. He's in a lot of trouble taking a full Omni Slash. Skeeter able to get the Outworld staff though, and 9 class is the first to fall. Big egg with the Sunray, but Skeeter is being able to heal through this quite easily as Malrine does get stunned by the egg. Now gets Cookie to the low ground. Falcons A-OK. Force the buyback on the 9 class. Now they can reset. Ready to go. He has 2,500 in the bank. So buyback still intact. Skeeter now. They have the 1 lane. He's going to take the electric vortex. A lot of damage actually. He's dead. That's life number 1. Falcons need to be ready. Rolling Thunder coming. Malrine misses the Burrow Strike. Gets the epicenter off the Satanic. Easily be able to clear. It's a beautiful egg just in time. No one. They kill off the egg. Double kill for Skeeter. And now the pressure applied to Satanic. He gets off a big Omni Slash. Actually kills off Malrine on the other side of the screen. Somehow a huge blue hole onto 2. And somehow PVISION is defending. Snaking goes down to the blade form as Amar, the last remaining member of Falcons, will TP out. Some way, somehow PVISION defends.
There's your damage. I mean, you laugh, but it's queuing up Manta. That's the only reason.
That is true. Smokes on both sides. Invis for Malrine. Another rune about to come. It will be
Arcane.
No one. Arcane. Oh boy, he's going to start this out right off the bat onto the Sand King. Sun reapplied as well. Will Burrow to the high ground. Gets cookied for safety's sake. Now, the roll was actually very deep for Amar, but doesn't look like Falcons want to pursue. So they have that mid lane as no one.
He's onto him.
He is. He's getting low on mana right now. There's the epicenter burst right combination. Malrine coming in to get the bash as well. This is enough damage. No one. He zips away, but out of mana. Onto the high. The Mortimer's kisses, but the Fate's Edict will heal him. And now he is going to be A-OK. Can PVISION now turn the tide onto Falcons instead? 9 class. Running up front, gets the cogs onto Snaking. Bounce left, right, and center. But Bambi gets away safely.
Feels like an item that we could have seen in this game was Wind Waker.
Yeah, for sure.
There has been 0 of them purchased yet. And I don't think you have to worry all that much about the Oracle Purge, because he's going to backline a lot on Ducalis. It's not easy to get in for the offensive Purge. But nobody's queuing it up. Jump in.
Oh, that's a big Omni Slash with a lot of damage. Down goes Skeeter. Finds back, but there's the Invisible Blade now onto the storm. They have to bash him again. No one is dead to Malrine now. Amar doing so much work in this fight. They're not going to buy back help. Onto Skeeter. Satanic in quite a bit of trouble. Will pop the Blade Fury, getting healed up. Will be able to get out of dodge as a result. They lose 2, buyback on 1, which is obviously quite the risk. Oh. Maybe an opening onto the clockwork. Snaking, going to be blocked off by the shards though. BKB already popped from no one, applying all the pressure he can to Malrine, but he's be able to get out just fine. Satanic already used the false promise on him. He's going to put down the healing ward. This feels like a win for Falcons in terms of that small engagement. 9 class though, homing missile, swashbuckle to follow. That's a lot of damage from Amar. Using that ult as well, right on top of him. He's dead.
Oh my
Help
God.
with the dying there, but Malrine gets off the episode and the burrow strike onto the Phoenix. Can they get the stun lock? Can they get the egg off? Yes, he does with the sun ray to follow. Do they have the damage to get through? Do they have the rack? Big on their slash from Satanic. The egg is killed. The reflected Lotus. And Skeeter now, they have the numbers. They have the numbers on the Satanic, and he's dead. Has the buyback though.
Oh my God, I think he
has another
misclicked.
egg at his disposal.
I think he misclicked. He swift slashed the Lotus first, and then he omni slashed the same target. Map control for like 20 of these.
Yeah.
Just never went for it, but
Better
now
late
it's
than
time to
never.
strike. They really want this buyback out of Satanic.
Oh, 100%. They have the buyback. Oh, they get it back. Oh my God, this is the dieback for DM. And no one now getting control. E-Blade applied. He's dead too. Has the buyback in tow. Satanic has to scurry back to base. Has the Rolling Thunder applying to the calls. With a fucking BKB on Oracle, for God's sake. It's 64 minutes in. No one. Gonna force everybody else back. The Falcons, they're actually gonna live on most of these members. Satanic looking for a target. E-Blade now. There's the Hex. The Malrine is gonna be able to get bashed though. Gets the burrow to the low ground. 9 class. Doesn't have hook shot up. Skeeter blocking the way. Gonna get blocked by the cogs. 45k net worthly for Falcons. Another E on this process. 9 class onto the high ground. He's stuck up here now. Oh no, he's dead. Helm of the Undying activates as no one completely out of bounds. Gonna get oh my God. That's Satanic trying to get away. Only 2 members up. Actually, he's the lone member. Gets off the Omni Slash at the last moment, but the Ghost Blades are too much. He cannot get through them. No nullifier. Now trying to circle back to his fountain. He's the last remaining member of PVISION. Gets stunned up, but now in the fountain. Falcons have everybody alive. As now Satanic buying the BKB for one last hurrah. Goes in for the back. That is a lot of damage, but now the E-Blade keeping him alive. Omni Slash reflected. He's going to be dead. Satanic is down and out. And that means Falcons will be going to the grand finals.
Wow, what an insane game this turned out to be. 45 minutes ago, you could have told me this would be 30 minutes long and I would believe you.